to try to go back at it again. And that's why he wasn't traveling, because he was home, he was getting treatment, around-the-clock treatment, and so he's feeling good. We'll see. Like Chris said, they believe it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday, but he will not play. I was told they don't believe he'll play in back-to-back games, or he shouldn't play. But you know how Bron head like this table is hard. You know, Bron going to do what Bron wants to do. He wants to get out there. He wants to be out there with his teammates. But I'm anxious to see what he looks like when he comes back.
So you have high expectations.
No, I got like a six and a half.
The best player in the league. I think he's had the best run over the last, starting with the Denver game. I know he got hurt again, but whatever, back spasms against the Clippers. But in the games that we've seen him against Jokic, and then the last two games, obviously, at Portland, and last night against Phoenix, he just dominated. So my question to you, Chris, is also about his health, because he is fragile. It's always something with he even reached late in the game last night for his calf, and I thought, did he just strain his calf again? And I guess it was a cramp, because he just sort of stretched it out, and he kept going. So, Chris, do you...
I felt like he's been dealing with injuries a little bit different since he's been with the Lakers, meaning like fighting through them.
Correct.
Pushing himself a little bit more. And even last night's game, when he had 42 points, dominant performance on both ends of the floor, there was an alley-oop late in the game that he had. And then afterwards, he screamed and shouted, "I'm back." So that lets me to believe that, you know, it was a process he was going through. We knew this wasn't the AD that we seen before that injury. So he's getting it instead of knowing that, you know, that's another level. You can get past that. And so I saw that a lot this year with the Los Angeles Lakers, and last year as well. And so I trust him a little bit more now.
Okay, so now I want you and then Shannon to go here with me. There was no Kuzma last night. There's obviously no Schroeder now for a little while. Are you cheering no Kuzma? Is that what you just did?
No.
I
was thinking about something.
Okay. And yet the point is, there have been so few reps with a team that is a very different team from last year's Lakers. To me, what is your trust factor in the chemistry and cohesion of this group going into the playoffs? Start with Chris.
You got to be concerned. You have to be. I mean, to overlook what the Lakers have gone through with the injuries, the COVID sit-outs, you can't, even though they have some type of cohesion, being that the bulk of these guys played together, but still, Dennis Schroeder hasn't been there in the trenches with them, you know, for real meaningful games. And so, you know, same with Andre Drummond. And so you're going into a play-in tournament, because that's where they're likely headed. You go into a play-in tournament facing what I think is going, you know, if you had to pick a matchup to be the play-in tournament for the first regular season and regular style play-in tournament, Golden State Lakers, come on, that's as good as it's going to get. I'm not feeling comfortable. I will feel like, if I'm a Laker fan, you know, I feel good that, you know, you feel like you got the two of the best players in the game on your team. Aside from that, cohesion, chemistry, and all that stuff in a one-game scenario, I don't feel good at all, especially with these guys coming back so late. They're not going to have a lot of time to gel.
And that's where the Warriors have the advantage, because the lion's share of their guys, Draymond knows Steph like the back of his hand. That Joe get the rebound, and he knows Steph is running somewhere. He's going to pass it behind his back and going to get Steph a wide-open three. But like you said, these two guys on the court, I'm getting the ball. Somebody else is going to have to beat me. Steph Curry's not going to beat me. I'm blitzing him. I'm trapping him. I'm getting the ball out of his hand. If Kent Bazemore, Oubre, Lee, those guys,